Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I'm going to take you through plagiarism. I'm going to define for you what plagiarism is, give you the types and the consequences of plagiarism, then also how to prevent plagiarism. That is what we are going to do in this session basically today. So let's start with a definition. So plagiarism, this is when you pass someone else's work or ideas as your own without acknowledging them. That is what plagiarism is all about. Then we have around 6-7 types of plagiarism, and I'm going to explain to you one by one. So like in the first place, we have direct plagiarism. So in direct plagiarism, we have this is where you copy someone's work one by one without giving them the credits. Like you don't cite them, but you've copied, like copying and pasting without citing them. That is direct plagiarism. Then there is also what we call mosaic plagiarism. This is just like changing a few words, but you're maintaining the structure and the meaning of the original document. So like that is the mosaic plagiarism. Then we have what we call the third type is paraphrasing. So this is like starting another's ideas on your own words. Yeah, the idea is there, but the words, you choose your words. So that is paraphrasing. Yes. Then we have self-plagiarism, and in self-plagiarism, here you submit your own work that you've already published. So that is what we call the self-plagiarism. Then there is also what we call the global plagiarism. This is taking and submitting someone's work as yours. So this one, like you're taking someone's work as your own. That is a global plagiarism. Then another one is accidental plagiarism. And in accidental plagiarism, this is where you cite, you give a wrong citation. Yeah, we call it accidental plagiarism. Then we go to the last type of plagiarism, which is incorrect citation. Incorrect citation could be like you've cited something that does not exist already. Yeah. So those are the few types of plagiarisms that I prepared for you guys, and yeah, I think I mentioned them all. So let's go to the consequences of plagiarism. So like what are the effects? Plagiarism can cost your job. It can cost your academic qualification. Then it leads to failure in your academics. Then it damages your reputation. In schools, it may lead to expulsion. Yeah, so plagiarism is really very, very, very bad. Then we have another thing is a loss of credibility. So to mention but a few. And another thing that we're going to talk about under plagiarism is how to prevent plagiarism. So if you really don't want all the consequences I have read to come on you, then you should really try as much as you can to prevent plagiarism. So the preventions can be use cite sources accurately. Yeah, you use quotation marks, like if you want to to include a sentence that is direct from the original source. Use quotation mark to differentiate it from your own work and where you've cited from. Then we also have a paraphrase effectively to avoid plagiarism. So here you're going to put in your own words, yes, basing on someone's idea, of course, but make sure it is so effective. Then another thing is don't lose track. Keep track of the sources. So that can also be one way of avoiding plagiarism. Then also avoid self-plagiarism. Remember, I've mentioned that as one of the types of plagiarism, which states citing yourself, citing your published work. So in order to avoid that, you avoid self-plagiarism. So that is basically what I have for you in this session of plagiarism. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video.